I think people are gonna.
I would spend the extra money to buy the Sony one. I'm just saying. Just because you want to spend less money,
you can afford that. And
no,
either way, I'm saying there's no way it's going to be $150 for a terabyte. You know it's not going to be $150 for a terabyte drive. For it to match the speed of the PlayStation architect,
okay,
there's no way it's going to be $150.
All right, let's say the exact speeds for the Sony one is the same price for the Xbox, $220. Are you going to buy it or no?
For what? For the PlayStation?
Yeah, let's just say they both cost exactly the same, $220.
For the terabyte? Of course not. No way. I would buy the 500 gigs, but the point is that everybody's like laughing at Xbox because it's $220, but nobody knows what it's going to be in Sony.
So this fact though is Microsoft went with a proprietary card.
Yeah, they went with
and the fact that you have to open up the system on PlayStation and slide the sucker in means that it uses non-proprietary a plugin like Microsoft's. It's gonna I think Sony needs to pick its manufacturers and be like, okay, we're using these kind of memories now, and by doing that, by sending it out to different manufacturers, it's gonna be cheaper in the long run.
That's true.
That's gonna be fact. It's gonna be cheaper.
I feel like it's gonna be cheaper eventually. I mean, sure, it's $220.
Yeah.
But that's a terabyte. You don't need a terabyte, especially when you already come with 800 gigs. Does PlayStation need a terabyte? Absolutely, 100%. You need to go with a terabyte.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Because 667 is a joke.
Yeah,
and don't get me wrong, I'm not even... The 350 gigs for the other Xbox is also a joke. But, I mean, I've seen the reviews on it and the Xbox S, and it's like a way weaker system, but you're getting a system that's 10 times stronger than the Switch for $300. So for people who can't afford it, you're buying something that's not even 10 times. I want to say it's 20 times stronger than the Switch, and it comes with 350 gigs, which I know it sucks, but I mean it's $300. What did you expect? It's 300 gigs. I didn't hear anybody crying when Nintendo came out with the 32 gigs of space and the Switch.
Right.
So I mean, come on, you're getting what you pay for. I understand the Xbox S is way weaker. Nobody ever said it was gonna be. People are making it a big deal, but I mean, everybody knows this is a shitty system. It's a shittier one.
Yeah, I mean, I got like a 220 gig SD card for like, I think it was $60.
So now your system's 360.
Yeah. So like, and like each game. I mean, the problem is the size of the games. Like,
they're small.
Most Switch games are about 5
It's because
to 10
it's cartridge,
gigs.
right? Am I wrong?
What happened?
It's because it's cartridge.
Right. They have it set for cartridges because they want to sell that. But like the next Call of Duty, the current Call of Duty is like 200 gigs.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the good things that's coming out. I do like that they went on a whole different way of what the UI looks like for the PlayStation 5. I believe that that's what makes a new system a new system. It's when you get into a new car and your dashboard is completely different than your old car. When you hear it turn on differently, it's just that vibe of it feels new. As opposed where Xbox is like you got out of a 2018 Corolla and hopped in on a 2019 Corolla. It's maybe a better engine, but it's the same shit inside. So, I mean, I got to give them props because when you open up a PlayStation 5, you're going to get that feeling. You're going to get the feeling like, wow, a new toy, you know? Yeah. You're not going to get that with the Xbox. It's the same. They didn't change it. They didn't take a risk. I mean, can I blame them? No, but I mean, last time they took a risk, you got Xbox One.
But you know,
so
I mean,
maybe they were trying not to repeat the same mistakes.
It depends on the individual because, like, I see the old Microsoft thing. I'm like, you know what? That I haven't owned a Xbox in like a generation now, but I looked at the PS5 UI and I was kind of disappointed. I didn't really like it.
People are saying it's really good though.
I think it's snappy and it works really fast, but like I don't like the small tiles for the game icons.
Here's the one. Go ahead. Finish.
I don't like pressing down on the D-pad to turn off the. I think you have to put your system rest mode. You have to go press the D-pad down and then go into the menu and then hit rest mode.
Really?
Yeah. So there's like a lot of small stuff like the text for games and menus and just the picture icons for games. I don't like any of that. So yeah.
I feel that. I hate to feel like an old gamer. It's not that I'm trying to feel like an old gamer, but I feel like PlayStation is babying gamers to the point where you click on the trophy that you need and it takes you directly to where to go to get that trophy. Come on. Really? Oh, you're going to hold hands like that?
Yeah, I don't like that either.
What is that?
That's accessibility. They're trying to get
accessibility. You're babying the new generation.
Right. They totally are.
So what's the point of the trophy? Why don't we give out not trophies and just give a participation reward for trying to get the.
Here's a trophy for turning on your PlayStation 5.
Here, I'm gonna give you a trophy for trying.
Here's another trophy for adding a friend.
I read that in a review where they literally went to Spider-Man and it said that you needed to collect whatever. Let's assume it's bags. I don't know what it was. And it's 20 bags. You go to the trophy, you click on it, and it literally takes you where each individual bag is. Are you really?
That just pisses me off. What's the point of playing it?
Really? This is what we're doing? So then what's the point?
Does it show you a video of where...
There's even videos that walk you through it.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
No, and there's also where you can click on it, and it'll take you directly to the spots. So Assassin's Creed, you'll be able to hop everywhere.
I can see that useful in a hard game, like you're playing Demon Souls, and I'm saying newcomers who've never played a Dark Souls or Demon Souls, and they're like, "Oh shit, I'm stuck." I can see that.
That's not a trophy. That's a walkthrough. That's different. I understand that. But a trophy is like a challenge. And I understand the video where they show you how to do it. But let's just say Batman Arkham City, Batman Arkham Knight, Batman Arkham Asylum. I don't know if you guys ever did the challenges where you have to do the combo. You have to do all the gadgets, all the moves, all the final attacks or whatever in one consistent move. You know what I'm talking about, Dylan?
Those the
where you're fighting. The
ultimate combos. Yeah,
the ultimate combo. You use every single gadget.
The
you know how hard that is. That's incredibly hard to use all your gadgets or whatever. And then they show you a video and they kind of explain how to do it and stuff. That's fine. But if I kick a button and you need to collect 50 feathers in Assassin's Creed, and then they're just gonna hop me up and down, I'm like, what? That's for like kids. That's unacceptable. We shouldn't be taking care of children, adult children.
So I thought the whole video walkthrough thing were just that guides. I didn't know that they actually show you exactly where to go though.
What's the point of platinum anymore? Like your platinums are not gonna be real. They're going to be like, oh, you didn't do your platinum. Somebody did it for you.
So I have to wait and see how that works. Because I don't know if we're like...
It doesn't matter. We wouldn't be looking at that shit.
I mean, yeah. I'm going to look at it day one and see what the fuck it's about. Just to see how it works. But I definitely won't be using it all that often. So I just looked it up and it says PlayStation 5 will use external storage on day one.
Oh, look at there.
It will. Oh, good. It just came up?
Yeah, I just Googled it.
When did that article come out? And what is it? Don't tell me comics.com. I'll stab you.
It says Video Game Chronicles.
Oh, well. Video Games Chronicles. It's just as good as
I also heard from Giant Bomb, which is why.
So this thing came out today. They finally said that he's going to be able to use it.
It came out November.
Today's the 8th.
November 6th.
Sony hard drive, Sony PlayStation 5. Why am I doing this? I'm like, just keep. Okay, let's go talk about the controller. And we know how amazing it is. It's getting great reviews. Is this
the ultimate controller?
Is it a gimmick, or do you think it's the future? And then I want you to compare it to the features that was added to DualShock 4 that were never used again.
Like which features? I don't know.
How many games did you play? How many games did you play that actually used the front, the little thing in the front, the mouse pad? How many games?
Oh, the mouse pad. There was
how many? Few of how many games?
I'm trying to think.
I'm gonna say.
There you go. Alex says trap pad was a joke. It was a gimmick. Yes. I'm not saying this controller is a gimmick. I'm just saying will third per company. I know Sony's going to use them.
Yeah, Sony's
but will third party companies use it when they have to develop for Xbox, PC?
They should, man. Ghost of Tsushima did such a good job.
Stop again with a Sony. Stop mentioning Sony games.
To be honest,
Sony will use them because it's a Sony game.
Yeah, I think most
those don't count.
Used it for a map, which is you pressed it in, but you never swiped. I think Resogun used it when it first came out.
I'm going to say the best game that used it, and I know Solzy's going to get mad right now. Last of Us 2 with the guitar.
PlayStation game.
Yeah.
Doesn't count. They're gonna use it because Sony sits there with a gun on their heads and say you need to use it.
Yeah,
but I don't want to use it. So well. You're gonna play the guitar with this thing.
I'm just saying the best way they used it, can't beat it. Last of Us 2. It was really, really well done. I enjoyed it.
Yes, that was.
But I can't think of another game recently that I actually used it.
I mean, Batman used it pretty well too.
What did Batman use it for?
It was into syncing like sound waves and shit. And,
okay.
Yeah.
What game? Which one?
Right. The last one, the
Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight used it for that?
Yeah,
sound waves for what?
To match sound waves on your detective gear.
You say when you're solving like the problem? Like
you mean when you were in the car?
No, when you came out and you looked at like the evidence for a kill. And you have to go into detective mode.
And when you're searching for the stuff.
Oh, yeah, for hacking and shit. You used it for all that kind of stuff.
Okay, I don't remember that, but it was gimmicky is what I'm saying. And this haptic stuff is amazing. Don't get me wrong. But so was the Switch controller having to swing the Wii controller. You had to swing Zelda's fucking sword every minute, and that got tiring real fast.
Yeah, but that's different. I mean,
do you feel
you're using your arm?
Do you feel like they even barely use the
right?
move.
But is that on Sony, or is that on the controller, or is that on?
But that's what I'm asking. Do you think the third parties are going to use it? Because Sony game companies will use it because they have to. They work for Sony.
I think if a third party has a good idea for it, if it works well, if you don't have to just press start to get into your menus and there's no other like use for it, then don't use it. It's fine. It really depends on the game. So we'll see. I mean, I feel like maybe Ubisoft is gonna utilize it more. Maybe these other companies, especially with the haptic feedback and the trigger resistance. I think that shit sounds really cool. I'm really excited to use the controller.
Yeah, I really want to try it too. You heard about this Best Buy?
Let it go, make my body go, make our bodies higher and higher.